Hi guys, welcome back to another video. My name's Sophie, aka Peachycraft. Today we're doing the demo with the Michael Harding watercolour paints, just so I can really get an idea of how these paints work and whether I like them or not. So here I've got my Magello palette and it's filled all with the Michael Harding paints. They have actually been left to dry for quite a few days now and they're still quite tacky to the touch. So that's interesting. But obviously I thought we'd just start the videos. I don't want to be waiting forever and ever. I've got a nice painting of a little duck with a little flower on its head because my daughter loves ducks, so I thought it'd be fun to paint. So what I'm going to do, I'll talk through all of the colours that I chose for this palette and then we'll get on to my thoughts and opinions of the paints in the demo. Okay guys, so it turns out I'm apparently an idiot today. I forgot to press record when I was filming up all the wells. But oh well, these things happen. So I'll just talk through the colours a bit. So we have Hansa Yellow Medium, which to be honest, I tend not to use like a bright cold yellow, like lemon yellow. So something like this and also New Gamboge is a really good option for me. I have Quinacridone Bronze. Similar to Quinacridone Gold, just slightly different hue. I normally put this around here, but since I'm not purchasing another yellow, because this is kind of in between a cold and a warm, I thought I'd just add it here because it's a very warm orangey colour. I have Rose D'Or, which reminds me of Quinacridone Coral from Daniel Smith, which is one of my favourite warm reds for mixing. I tend not to like a really bright red like Pyrrole Red, so something like this is perfect for me. Perylene Crimson, which is really similar to it, but I bought it so I might as well use it. So I've also got Quinacridone Rose, again a favourite of mine, and Opera Rose, another favourite. I've left 3 wells empty as I only had 15 colours. If I'm likely to purchase any more colours, it'd be a purple, a blue and a green. Nice, just nice colours that I tend to use a lot. So moving on from that, I have Pale Violet, which is similar to lavender, but it's just slightly different, so I thought I'd give it a go. Vivid Blue, which I've used as a substitute for Cobalt Teal. This one contains white pigment, so it's probably going to be more pastel, more opaque. And then Ultramarine Blue, a classic mixing colour. We have Caribbean Turquoise, a really nice intense colour that I use for vibrant mixes. And then we have Forest Green. It just looked really interesting on the swatches, so I thought I'd get it. Bright Green Lake, a nice, really bright, intense green. Probably not good if you prefer more natural colours, but I thought I'd love to have it in my palette. Moss Green, which looked like it had really interesting granulation. We have swapped them round. Burnt Sienna, again, a nice mixing colour for me. I tend to not use any other browns except Burnt Sienna, so I just don't buy them anymore. I literally just buy this one. And then Indigo, which is a really nice dark. I use it for shadows and deepening colours rather than using just a bog standard black. So lovely. So what we'll do is we'll get on to the demo painting. I'm going to let these dry for a few days so we can see how they dry as well. And we'll just get on into the demo painting. Okay, so after letting these watercolours dry for, it was at least 4 days, I think. I wasn't able to paint straight away because I was busy. They're still quite sticky to the touch. Multiple times throughout drawing this, I kept accidentally sticking my hand in the paints as I was painting, and I'd have big residue on my hand, like the paint would just peel off. So they do remain quite tacky to the touch, which isn't really an issue for me because, like I say, they're in a nice palette, but maybe with travelling, I'm not sure if they'd move much, if it was really hot or the temperature was an increased change. So I don't know, they do remain quite tacky. They don't set rock hard like something like Daniel Smith, which is just interesting to note. It did end up getting a bit messy because I'm a bit of a muppet and kept putting my hands in it. But the paints themselves, they're really bright and saturated and really colourful. I did enjoy painting with them. I did notice when I was painting like hard edges, darker colours would kind of not well, I suppose feather a little bit. So it wasn't like a crisp line. It was kind of like a speckled edge rather than a crisp line. But it was only some colours. It was mainly when I was painting the background with the greens and things against the harsh whiteness of the duck. So yeah, that was something to note. But I really enjoyed the colours. I used a lot of ultramarine blue, the yellows in the palette, a little bit of the red, and just the pale lavendy lilac type colour as well. So I used lots of different colours. I did struggle with this piece a bit. I'm not sure why. It's not the paints, it's more so my painting skill level. I just struggled to get it to look realistic. So you'll see towards the end, I did actually end up going in with coloured pencils. I used the Faber-Castell Polychromos and the Cavendish Luminance pencils, just for a bit of line art and to add some depth into the picture, just as I was really struggling to make the picture pop, really. I also add white Posca highlights again. I always do this despite any painting I'm doing. I just find it really finishes off the picture. So yeah, upon using them, I'm not sure. I do like them, but compared to the Quar ones that I reviewed recently, I'm more so leaning towards Quar. But then I did use completely different colours. With the Quar, I painted a tiger and it was very orange. There was lots of dark depth colours. Whereas obviously this is like a white goose duck, so there's not too much depth. So they could just be something like that as well. So the colours were nice. They don't dry rock hard, which can be considered a con, but for me, it doesn't really bother me too much. They are very nice and vibrant. I didn't see too much granulation. I mixed a lot of burnt sienna and ultramarine, which normally creates quite a granulated mix, and I couldn't see much granulation myself. And I am using Archer's cold press paper, so granulation, you'd be able to see it more so on cold pressed rather than something like hot press smooth. So that's interesting to note. But yeah, the paints, I do like them. I'll probably test them a bit more just to get my bearings. But right now, I'm still leaning more so towards Quar. Just because I feel like the Quar ones were a bit more vibrant and a bit richer. So yeah, I don't really have many more thoughts on them, to be honest. They were fun to paint with though, and just to get the feel of the colours. I think I might paint something more in the warmer tone family with like the oranges and all the reds that I have, just as I only use one red and it was a warm red that I used just to intensify the yellow a bit. So yeah, let me know. Have you guys used Michael Harding watercolours? What did you think? They're a similar price range to Daniel Smith, so they're up there in price. They do seem nice quality. It's just a fact of using them and figuring out what's best for you, really. So let me know your guys' thoughts on them too. I'd love to hear, and any tips and tricks on how to use them, favourite colour mixes. I'll play some nice music and we'll enjoy the rest of the speed painting, and then I'll catch us up at the end of the video. Okay guys, so that is the painting finished. As you can see, it's a little ducky with a tulip type flower on its head. I think it turned out quite cute. It's not my favourite painting in the world, but it is cute, so I do like it. I hope you enjoyed the video and also my first impression on the Michael Harding watercolours. Let me know your thoughts down below. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye guys!